Hey everyone, let's dive into one of Excel's most powerful functions, XLOOKUP. This function can revolutionize how you work with data. Stick around and we'll explore how to use XLOOKUP and walk through some practical examples. XLOOKUP is a versatile function that allows you to search for a value in a range or an array and return a corresponding value from the same position in another range or array. It's like VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP on steroids, offering enhanced features and flexibility. Let's begin by breaking down how XLOOKUP works. The syntax is straightforward. I've broken it down here, so let's quickly run through what each argument does. Lookup value is the value that you want to search for. This could be a string, a number, etc. The lookup array is the range or array to search for our lookup value within. The return array is the range or array containing the values to return. Then our remaining arguments are all optional, as denoted by the square brackets. If not found, gives us an option to return a value if there is no match in our lookup array. Match mode can be used to determine the match type. For example, whether you want an exact match or an approximate match. Lastly, the search mode controls the search direction and a few other things. Let's now begin working through a few practical examples using XLOOKUP function so you can better understand how powerful it is. As you can see here, we have a list of some employees at a company. We want to be able to enter the name of an employee in the cell B3 here and retrieve their given salary in the cell C3. Let's put John in our employee cell. Now, we can call our XLOOKUP function. As we talked about previously, our first argument is going to be the lookup value, and this is going to be John. So let's select the cell that contains John. Then we need to select our lookup array, which is simply the array of cells in which we want to search for John. This is going to be our employee column. Then adding a comma, we move to our next argument, which is the return array. So this will be our salaries column. Hitting enter, you can see that we are presented with John's salary as expected. Changing our employee's name here, you can see that we can update our salary accordingly. XLOOKUP also allows us to handle errors as we mentioned earlier. Let's say that we're looking for an employee that doesn't exist within our list. All we need to do is come to our function, add another comma, and enter some text to say that our employee could not be found, like so. Now, let's enter a name that does not exist within our list, such as Martin, and you can see that we are returned employee not found. We can also use different match modes. Let's say we want to look up an employee that makes $75,000 salary. We call XLOOKUP function again, and we want to look up the $75,000 salary and return the first instance of this exact salary. As you can see, when we get to our match mode argument, we have several options that you can select. In this instance, we want exactly 75,000, so let's type 0. Hitting enter, you can see that we are returned John. However, if we change our search parameter to 74,500, we get an error. But if we change our match mode to exact match or next larger value, we can get close to the salary and we'll be returned John. Another cool thing we can do is return multiple values for a given search term. So I'll quickly add a few more categories for all our employees. Now at the top here, let's repeat our titles and adjust our return array to include our employee positions and ID. Hitting enter, these pieces of data will spill into the adjacent cell like so. Now by changing our employee name, we can easily call all of our employees' information. I hope that this beginner tutorial helped you have a better understanding of how to use XLOOKUP within Microsoft Excel. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and consider checking out our YouTube memberships by clicking that join button down below. However, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns about the information I provided in this video, please leave a comment down below and I will do my best to address your concerns.